Welcome, everyone. Ready to dive into some incredible AI breakthroughs? I mean, honestly, some of this stuff is straight out of science fiction, right?
It really is an incredible time to be in this field, that's for sure.
So let's jump right in. AI predicting what your genes are going to do. Imagine, years in advance if you're likely to develop certain diseases.
Well,
Like, that's huge, right?
predicting gene activity has always been a huge challenge, like a scientific puzzle, so many factors involved.
Right, so complex. But now there's this, what is it? The general expression transformer.
Exactly. GET, developed at Columbia University. It's an AI model trained on a massive data set, over 1.3 million cells. It's learned to predict future gene activity.
Okay, wait. So it's seeing how genes act in different conditions and uses that to predict what they'll do.
Precisely, and with remarkable accuracy.
Wow. So it's almost like a crystal ball for your health then, right? Imagine personalized medicine tailored to your genes.
That's one of the huge implications, yeah. Potentially even preventing diseases before they start.
And I read that it could also revolutionize drug development, right? Like no more years of trial and error.
Exactly. GT could speed up that process so much. Think about testing drug effects on gene activity without those lengthy lab trials.
Okay, so that's GET. Incredible stuff. But we also wanted to talk about AI actually reasoning, almost like a human. Is that even possible?
Well, AI systems are definitely getting more sophisticated in how they reason and solve problems. You've probably heard about large language models,
Right, LLMs, they generate text really well.
but they don't really reason in the same way humans do.
Yeah, sometimes their logic goes out the window, right? So what's different now?
There's this AI called DeepSeek R1, and it uses something called reinforcement learning.
So, like, it learns by doing.
Yeah, basically. It tries different problem-solving strategies and gets rewarded when it succeeds.
So it learns from its mistakes, kind of like we do. So it can actually think for itself.
Well, in a way, yes. It can figure out solutions without being programmed for each specific scenario.
Wow, that's amazing. So what kind of problems could it solve?
The possibilities are endless. Imagine AI helping make complex decisions in education, business, you name it.
Like having a super smart assistant to help us with all the tough decisions.
And what's even more fascinating is that DeepSeek R1 can actually develop strategies without human intervention.
You mean it comes up with its own solutions?
That's right. And that leads us to a whole other area of AI that's causing a lot of debate.
AI creating content, right? Like all those AI-generated images you see online.
Exactly. AI can now generate all sorts of things, music, art, even writing. And that raises some big questions.
Yeah, like is it really creative? Is it just mimicking what it's learned?
That's the million-dollar question. Some people are worried about copyright. If an AI creates something, who owns it?
Right. And then there's the issue of AI being used to spread misinformation, even creating deepfakes.
And that's why we need to talk about the ethical side of all this. How do we balance this amazing potential with using AI responsibly? I mean, just think about it. AI making paintings and writing symphonies. It's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah, the art is really impressive. But is it really being creative? Or is it just like copying everything it's learned from us?
That's the debate, right?
Yeah.
Can a machine truly understand the emotions behind art? Some people say no way.
Yeah, I get that. Can AI feel what we feel when we create?
But then you see these AI pieces that are totally unique and make you think maybe it's a new type of creativity we haven't figured out yet.
It's a lot to wrap your head around, for sure. And then there are the legal issues, like who owns the copyright?
Exactly. If an AI makes something, who gets the rights? The programmer, the person who told it what to do. It's all new territory.
And then you've got the potential for misuse, AI spreading misinformation or making deepfakes.
Definitely. That's why we need to have these conversations about AI ethics. We have to figure out how to use this power responsibly.
So we need to be careful, but also stay open to the possibilities, right?
Absolutely. And there's so much potential beyond these headline-grabbing things. AI is becoming part of our daily lives in more subtle ways, too.
You mean like using Siri or Alexa?
Exactly. Those AI assistants, they're helping us manage our schedules, even control our homes.
Yeah, I use those all the time. It's crazy how much we rely on them already.
And think about it. AI algorithms are suggesting products we might like, filtering the news we see, even helping us find dates.
It's becoming part of everything, like the internet, right? Remember when that was new?
Totally. AI is on that same path. It's going to be everywhere, so integrated we might not even notice it.
Which is kind of cool, but also a little scary, you know?
Yeah, definitely. AI can make our lives better in a lot of ways, but it's a little unsettling how much we could end up relying on it.
It's a trade-off for sure.
The important thing is to stay informed, to have these conversations, and use AI ethically.
I agree. but we focused a lot on the good stuff.
Mm.
What about the potential downsides of AI?
Well, one of the biggest concerns is job displacement. As AI gets smarter and automation takes over more tasks, what happens to all those jobs?
That's a big one, yeah. What happens to the workforce if machines can do everything?
It's a tough question. But new tech has always disrupted the job market. Look at the Industrial Revolution.
Right. A lot of jobs disappeared, but then whole new industries were created.
Exactly. I think the same thing will happen with AI. Some jobs will be lost, but new ones will emerge.
So jobs in fields like AI development and AI ethics will become more important.
That's right. We need to make sure people have the skills to work in this new world. Education and retraining are key.
And it's not just about technical skills, right?
Uh-huh.
We'll still need creativity, problem solving, all those things that make us human.
Absolutely. Those skills will be more valuable than ever. We need people who can work alongside AI, not compete with it.
Like a partnership, each side bringing its strengths to the table.
And it's not just the workplace that will change. AI will also affect how we govern ourselves.
Oh yeah, I've heard about AI being used in criminal justice and healthcare, even in political campaigns. That's a lot of power for algorithms.
Well, we're already seeing algorithms being used in courtrooms, helping judges make sentencing decisions. AI is also analyzing medical images to spot diseases. It can process so much data and help make better decisions.
But isn't there a risk of bias in those algorithms?
That's a valid concern. If the data used to train an AI is biased, it could lead to unfair decisions.
So how do we prevent that?
Transparency and accountability are crucial. We need to make sure the data is diverse and representative, and the algorithms are designed to minimize bias.
And human oversight, right? We can't just let the machines run everything.
Absolutely. We need to guide AI development and make sure it aligns with our values as a society. It's our responsibility to use it for good, not harm.
So in the end, it all comes back to being informed and making smart choices. We need to keep learning about AI and how to use it ethically.
Exactly. This is a journey we're all on, and the future of AI is something we're shaping together.
So we've talked genes, we've talked problem solving, but what about AI and like relationships?
Yeah.
How is AI changing how we connect with each other?
It's a really interesting question. Think about it. AI is already in social media, dating apps, even those virtual assistants we were talking about.
Yeah, true. It's like AI is everywhere we turn now. Is that a good thing or a bad thing for our relationships?
Well, it could go both ways, right? On the one hand, AI can help us connect with people we might never have met otherwise, like breaking down those barriers of distance and, social circles.
I see what you mean. Like AI can help us find people with similar interests, even if they live across the world. That's kind of cool.
Exactly. But there's also the risk that we become too reliant on these AI-driven connections and, we start to lose those real-world interactions.
Right, like anything else, too much of a good thing can be bad. It's all about balance.
I agree. We need to be mindful of how we're using AI and make sure it's actually helping us build meaningful relationships, not replacing them.
So it seems like with AI, it always comes back to being aware and making conscious choices. It's a powerful tool, but we have to use it wisely.
Definitely. AI is changing so fast, and it's up to us to make sure it's used ethically and responsibly.
Well, this deep dive has been amazing. We've learned so much about AI, from the mind-blowing breakthroughs to the ethical dilemmas it poses. It's really made me think about what the future holds.
It's a future full of possibilities, that's for sure. But as we've talked about, we need to approach AI with caution and make sure it's used to benefit humanity.
We've just scratched the surface today, and there's so much more to explore when it comes to AI.
We want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on all of this? Are you excited, concerned? Share your thoughts in the comments and follow us at AI for the People for more on this ever-evolving world of AI.
This is a conversation we all need to be part of. Because the future of AI, well, that's something we're all creating together. Thanks for joining us, and until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep your minds open to the amazing possibilities of AI.